Much needed was the visit I paid to a nearby stream this weekend. As I sat perched on a big rock listening to the water flow around everything in its path, I thought to myself, I think the best thing I can strive to be in this moment is like the water that flows around all its obstacles with ease, grace, and strength. This update will be brief-ish and to the point. For a year now, the Moso community and others have stepped up to help the kids and I through difficult times while I poured myself into organizing direct action in Appalachia. During that year, we served hundreds and hundreds of plates of food, installed free food pantries across town, acquired and gave away ACs during record heat waves, handed out dozens of Narcan kits, a case or two of Plan B, made grocery drops, and housed people, families living on the street. We fostered a space for folks, strangers, to build relationships that have become lasting friendships which enhance their lives and help meet their needs. And striving to meet material needs, we've centered community through the lens of mutual aid by unabashedly networking amongst neighbors, organizations, and local businesses. That's the bright side of the coin. The other side is wrought with financial strain due to doubling and tripling housing costs alongside slave wages that are typically around $7.35 to $10 an hour here. And zero luck after a solid year of job searching, trying everything I was told to do in order to be hireable. We're on ground zero here, trying to make do, fight the system, and survive despite a lack of aid and infrastructure, all while the state continues to bring the boot down harder. See homeless and criminalization bill and all that entails for everyone housed and unhoused. We are not unique, far from the only household living in dire straits, constantly anxious about the precarity of our housing situation. We're just aware, painfully aware, of what creates these conditions, making it impossible to stay quiet and complicit in the face of sheer violence. So what do we do about it? That's become the question steady on my mind. As I noted recently, this path of emergency crowdfunding isn't sustainable, not for the givers, nor us the receiver. Nor do I expect or want my friends to keep making such big sacrifices, though endlessly valued and appreciated. If only there were a way to meet our material needs with the materials we need and skip the middleman, money. This train of thought has led me to take a notion more seriously than ever before, embarking on an alternative lifestyle. The kids and I started having candid conversations about it recently, once we stared the numbers in the face, i.e., rent. But like most people in this area and our situation, we have almost nothing to work with. High credit scores, cosigners, savings, qualifying income, family support, etc. All things typically required to buy a motorhome or any home or piece of land. Because of those hurdles, we are looking into skipping, or other such opportunities where one forms an agreement with a landholder to be the groundskeepers or community members in lieu of inhabiting and inheriting that land. We're also searching far and wide for intentional communities that will be a good fit for our special needs family, with the ultimate goal of establishing a MOSO intentional community in the not-so-distant future. In order to make it to any of those shores, we have to stay afloat, but are currently struggling to keep from going under. We've managed to keep our bills paid or floating aside from rent. Our monthly bills total nearly $4,000, though we only pay for necessities and go without buying groceries 2 or more weeks out of the month. This is the reality of countless American working-class households, proof that we're all faced with a pivotal decision right now. Keep practicing and participating in the insanity of trying to run our little hamster wheels faster each time there's another increase in cost of living or another violently oppressive law passed. Or exit the rat race and put all that energy into building a life that pours back into you what you pour into it, and then some. In order to keep from literally ending up on the street, which is illegal now, being homeless and spotted anywhere is legal now, we've got to pull a lot of funds out of the hat in order to buy us more time to strategize and make it to our next step in life. Currently, we're 3 months behind on rent. There's a lot of shame that comes with that admission, but that's a rabbit hole for another day. The total is $4,725 behind. The landlords would probably accept upwards of 2/3 minimum to keep working with us as we tirelessly search for a way out, a third income, or literally almost anything to alleviate this burden once and for all, freeing me up to keep doing my best to prove there are talented, skilled, eager to contribute folks in the trenches of survival that when uplifted can make a positive and huge impact in the lives of others, as ACM has proven. The immediate goal is around $3,125. Original goal, $4,725. We have about $1,300-ish thanks to generous donations made last week. Next steps, Get the fuck out from under the crushing weight of the grind and keep organizing wherever we land, be it down the road or hundreds of miles away, on a farm, in an intentional community, wherever we're fortunate enough to find and align. Thank you endlessly and indescribably for all the avenues of support, from moral and counseling to grant labor to financial contributions to simply sitting with me in these times when I wasn't ready to make any moves. Keeping me going has kept my family and many in my community going, striving and improving on life in big and small ways. Please know you are revolutionaries, loved and admired for your courage and compassion. And please donate or share if you enjoyed or benefited from this update. Thank you and be well.